man, I can't believe I failed this class. How am I going to graduate on time now?
We've got the answers for you.
I'm Penny.
I'm Lillian. Welcome to an all-new season of Marketing by the Minute. This season, we will just be focusing on summer registration within the marketing program.
Yeah, these episodes will feature student testimonials, professor interviews, as well as anything you might want to know regarding summer registration.
As marketing students who are planning on graduating in June, we know how overwhelming this whole process can be.
Yeah, but the good news is it's a pretty easy and straightforward way on how to alleviate those overwhelming and stressful feelings.
The Western Washington Marketing Program offers a variety of summer courses.
These classes are designed to give students opportunities to fulfill major requirements in an accelerated amount of time and also gain hands-on experience that might be beneficial for once you do graduate.
These classes are only 6 to 9 weeks compared to the average 10 to 11 week courses. And as someone who personally took marketing summer courses, I will say that the buffer between spring and fall quarter was super beneficial for me. So nice to it was a lot faster paced, but it was so nice to be done quicker.
Yeah, and since you also get the opportunity to have a little break after spring and a little break before fall quarter starts, lets you slow down a little bit, breathe, take a breath, and then get all geared up again. It's just a nice way to get the job done.
Definitely breaks it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But another added plus of these classes that the class size is also not pretty small. It's smaller than the average fall, winter, and spring quarters, but that gives you a great opportunity to get to know your peers that you're taking those classes with and build a sense of community within the marketing major. And not only that, you also get to know your professors much better, which might benefit you in building relationships and maybe even having them give recommendations for when you do graduate. But yeah, just a much more one-to-one personal level.
Yeah, you get to build those meaningful connections with your professors, which is so beneficial.
Huge. And then going back to the whole internship talk, taking summer classes is a great opportunity to get to that goal sooner, if that is one of your goals. You can either take Marketing 381 and 382 over the summer, which allows you to take Marketing 480, which is really just getting credit for internships you might do. So yeah, you can either take those 2 classes or you can actually do an internship over the summer, which you can get credit for and add tools to your tool belt and get experience and once again, all that great stuff.
I think it's also important to throw out there that if money is your main concern of taking these courses, that the university does offer financial aid resources specifically for the summer quarter, which is super important for all students to know.
Yeah, when I was taking my summer classes, that was one of my main concerns, and it actually only took such a quick search on the Western website to learn that they actually offer so many options regarding financial aid over the summer. All right, so yeah, all in all, summer registration and summer class is a great opportunity to learn so much more, get to know people on a better basis, including your peers and professors, and add tools to your tool belts for once you graduate. All that experience and hands-on learning, super great.
Yeah. And now we are very pleased to announce that we have a very special guest who will be joining us.
So special.
Who is going to give some more insight into the summer quarter.
Yes. All right. As promised, we are here with our very special guest, Dan. Dan is a teacher here at Western Washington University. Do you mind giving us a super quick blurb about yourself?
Yeah, so I've been teaching at Western for about 20 years in a variety of subjects. I've taught marketing principles and consumer behavior, marketing research, marketing communications, marketing strategy. I typically teach marketing research, which is a required class for marketers, and then integrated marketing communications, and then applied integrated marketing communications. Those are my typical things. And I teach strategic marketing in the summer. So I come at this from a little bit different background than a lot of professors, and that I come from the professional marketing world versus an academic background. So that's my focus, is really the practical application of marketing and preparing students for their first steps into the professional world.
Awesome, very nice. All right, I've got a few questions here for you. To start off, in your opinion, what do students get out of summer classes?
Okay, so probably the biggest thing is a smaller class experience. There's, I would say, only 20 to 25% of students go to summer classes. So it is a radically different experience. Instead of having a class of 35 or 40, you might have a class of 10. So that's nice. You get more face time with professors. It's not a slower pace because we do a 6-week summer quarter. For most classes, a 6-week summer quarter. So it's not really slower, but it feels slower because there's fewer people. It feels like a slower pace, even though you're going actually pretty fast.
Yeah, get to know people one-on-one and build a bit of community.
So that's a big piece of it. I think there's a variety of reasons people choose to engage in summer school, and probably one of the biggest ones is to catch up. Like they feel like they're behind maybe for some reason. Like I dropped out of college 3 times before I graduated. So when I was trying to finish, I was doing summer school because I felt like I needed to catch up. Other people want to get ahead, like they're very ambitious. They want to get done with school and get out. And so I think that's another big reason. I think some people do summer school so that they can have a lighter load. Like if you think doing the summer school between junior and senior year, well, that means maybe you're not going to have to do as much in the spring of your senior.
Have a lighter last quarter,
have a lighter
less
load,
electives,
right? Like you not only have
enjoy it
2 classes
a little bit more
to take instead of 4. Not everybody wants to take 17 credits a quarter. So that's another reason that some people choose to do it. And then probably the other really, I think, important way to think about it is not all the classes are available all the time. So there might be a class available in the summer, and that's it. That's the only time it's available. And so you might want to consider at least looking at what's available, because otherwise it might
planning.
not be. Yeah. And then, for some people, if they get caught up in a wait list and they can't take the classes they need, rarely are classes topped out in summer school. So if you feel like you're blocked and you need a class to move ahead, well, that's a great opportunity to take
easy option. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
As you said, the classes are smaller and more tight knit. Do you feel like students get more feedback on their work during the summer classes?
Well, I know they do in my classes. It's hard to know what they get in all classes, but I know that because, if I have 12 or 15 students in Marketing 381, I can give them a lot more attention than I can if I have 35 in a regular quarter. So they get more feedback, they get more help if they want it. Not all of them do, and that's fine too. But in general, there's the opportunity for more feedback and face time and airtime in a class. Like you get a big class, sometimes it's hard to get as involved as you want because there's so many people. In the summer, it's a little bit easier to do that.
Yeah. Does the pacing for summer classes make it easier or harder to follow, or how do you feel like students perceive that?
I think it makes it harder. Summer classes are 6 weeks, and so I always tell students it's a bit like watching a video on 1.5 times speed. It's super comprehensible, just like watching the video on 1.5 times speed, but you have to keep up with it because it's moving. Now, the advantage is you start classes in the 3rd week of June and you finish in the last week of July. So you go to summer school and you still get a summer.
You have a buffer before and after the quarters.
And everybody knows in Washington, like the best summer months are August and September. So, you'll be out the door usually by August 1st, and then you don't have to be back on campus until September 25th or whatever. So I think it gives you the best of both worlds. And I think the other thing people need to think about is you can also do an internship in the summer and you can get credit for it. So if you want to do an internship and count it as an elective, summer is a great time to do it. If you're going to be out there looking for an internship anyway, you might as well get credit for it.
Why not? Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah. As you said, it's quicker. Do you feel like the classes prepare you for a work environment in the sense that you don't have as much time to process as you would as a 10 to 11 week quarter?
Yeah, I think that's one of the advantages of doing it is that, school, the pace of school is not realistic in the professional world, and summer school stimulates that better. Not everybody wants that, but it is a virtuous byproduct of it. I think the biggest challenge is if you're going to take summer school, you got to be committed to it because you have 3 classes a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's like rapid fire. And then you have really nice long weekends. But if you aren't consistent in those 3 days during the week, then you can get behind really quickly.
Know how to time manage.
Yeah. So you got to be committed. You got to be in there.
Know what you're signing up for.
Otherwise, you're wasting money.
Yeah. Do you think you would have passed statistics sooner over the summer if that was an option?
Well, I'll tell you when I really started to learn statistics, and it was in the Navy, and it was a summer school type of experience, like intensive, really fast. what's amazing is when you don't have another option, when you've experienced failure and you decided I'm done with that, and you don't have another option, then our mindset changes, and that's kind of what happened for me. So oddly enough, it wasn't so much summer school or not summer school, but it was more the setting of that I had just had enough of trying it the old way. And the nice thing about a summer school experience is it allows you to develop, a bit of a bunker mentality where you go, I'm here, I'm gonna do it. I only got 6 weeks. I can do anything for 6 weeks. And there's still enough time on the edges, the weekends, where you have enough summer.
Yeah, decompress a little bit, reset.
Yes, that's right. It's not like and I don't recommend that people take 4 classes in the summer. Take 1, take 2. I mean, they're 1.5 times speed. So if you take 4, that's like taking 6. Nobody would recommend that. And I see people sign up for 3 and 4, and you're not going to sleep. And
you're not going to get everything out of it.
Anything, right? So I think it's super important to do it so that you can either get ahead or catch up or whatever you want to be able to do, but do it in a way that is healthy for you, and you're not just going to drive yourself into the ground. Take 1 or 2 classes. You're still going to have time to do other things, and you'll be done. And if you do that a couple of summers when you're in college, you're going to knock off at least a term, if not more.
Awesome. All right. Any last words of wisdom you would like to share with students who are maybe just getting into marketing or dipping their toes in the pond, anything like that?
Yeah, I would say that summer school is a great way to develop for yourself commitment and decide that you're going to do something that's hard but will benefit you in the long run. And I think that sometimes we miss that opportunity. And if you do that, and for instance, if you knocked out 381 and 382, Marketing 381 and 382 are 2 of our required classes. They're called co-requisites. You do them together. If you knock those out in between your junior and senior year, you're going to gain a ton of ground rather than waiting till maybe you're a little bit behind and waiting till fall of your senior year. Because if you did that, then it unlocks all those electives. And they don't unlock until you finish those 2 classes. And so that's going to make stuff available to you in the fall that you would just totally miss because it's only offered in the fall. And it's things like that I think are really important to remember. And then the last thing I would add is that a lot of students don't realize there is financial aid available in the summer. And it's a separate application process. You have to go apply for it. But it's really valuable because a lot of students are leaving money on the table that they could use. But once it hits the fiscal year, and it all rolls over, and you don't get to keep it. So
great resource
at least
to know
take
about.
a look at it and see if there's anything there. And if it is, then maybe it makes sense to take a class. And there's also a lot of remote classes. So I'm not sure how many of our marketing classes are. That's something that's still being debated right now. But I heard across the college, most of the classes are remote. And so you could still take a trip and travel and do remote classes, and I know that remote isn't great maybe most of the time, but students certainly seem to like it a lot during summer.
Over the summer,
yeah. So those are a couple of things I think are really important.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, that is all we had for you today.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Have a great one.
All right, thanks.
See you. Bye.
All right, thanks.
If catching up on credits or graduating early doesn't appeal to you, there are other benefits as well.
Yeah, since all but one of the summer classes that are offered are in person, it gives the opportunity to experience some of the great things that Bellingham itself has to offer over the summer.
This includes Lakewood, where it's free for students to go, and you can rent paddle boards and sailboats, and all you have to do is show your student ID, which is really cool.
Yeah, super easy. It's also on Lake Whatcom, so super close, super accessible. In addition to Lakewood, there are also other public parks that come to mind for us. First one might be Lake Patton. It's super secluded, not too busy, so you can just relax, lay out in the sun, maybe throw a frisbee around. There's also Blodell, which is a little busier, but it's super fun. There's a volleyball court. You can bring some barbecue equipment. There's a park, a dock, lots of fun things.
Swimming there is always so fun.
And then there's also Whatcom Falls, and if you're feeling like you need a little adrenaline rush, you can totally jump off the falls. I've done that a couple times. It's so fun. A little bit of a hike down there, but it's, once again, so pretty, so fun during the summer. A lot of Bellingham Western students go there and hang out.
Yeah, in addition to all the daytime activities, there's also downtown Bellingham, which has a lot to offer, like Downtown Sounds,
Yeah.
the beer garden, and the tracks where they have cornhole and drinks.
Yeah. Downtown Bellingham during the summer is just so fun once again because it's so lively. All like the Bellingham people go there and Western students go there who are still in town. I went to Downtown Sounds last summer and it was so fun to get to listen to some small local musicians, hang out with people, maybe get some food and drinks. There are a lot of beer gardens, which again is so fun. And the tracks, if you haven't been there, is so pretty at night. We've got all like the fairy lights and all the pretty overhead lights, and there's like we said, cornhole and the bike tracks there. It's a great spot to just hang out and eat some yummy food and some good company.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for tuning in to Marketing by the Minute. Hope you enjoyed this first episode. You can find more information regarding summer registration and summer classes on the Marketing Compass blog, where there'll be many links there as well as the episode transcript.
Yeah, tune in for our next episode where we will dive into the classes that are going to be offered in June of 2026.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's this? Summer classes? Yeah, that could work. Oh, we're so back. This is great. All right, brewskis tonight.
Does that mean cut?
Yeah.
And cut.
Cut.
All right, that was great.
In addition to Lakewood, there are also many other public parks that are.
Did we just go from the top?
Sorry.
What do you mean that face?
Guys, I can feel my quality going down.
Yeah, no, this is not going to be good anymore.
Okay, first one might be Lake Patten, which is on Lake Patten. And
Filming for audio check.
check.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Cut. Nice.
Scene. There we go.
That was good.
One take.